Well, it certainly feels good to be back in the outdoors. Lately, the weather has consisted of nothing but rain. As luck would have it, on the morning I set off to begin my wilderness home venture, I met with sunshine and a cool breeze, the perfect conditions for a long, strenuous hike. The maze of deadfall and thick undergrowth certainly makes this northern wilderness difficult to navigate. It took me a couple of hours, but I made it. A beautiful piece of wilderness yet to be spoiled by the advances of modern life. The trees are spaced out perfectly, the ground blanketed in a soft, spongy moss. With a couple of small ponds nearby and the river within earshot, this site is perfect. Before I can begin building, I first need to get my camp set up, a place I can cook my meals and sleep while remaining protected from the elements. With my tarp strung up in a simple lean-to fashion, I make a bed of spruce boughs for my bedroll to lay on. I won't be needing these boughs for comfort, but they will protect my bedding from the damp ground underneath. It doesn't take much for such a wild area to begin to feel like home. That's always been one of my favorite aspects of backcountry camping, traveling deep into the wilderness with only what you can carry on your back and turning the most primitive of locations into a warm, comfortable camp. Since I'll be spending a great deal of time at this camp, it's necessary that I make a safe place where I can store my food. My preferred method for food storage is to dig a hole at least a foot deep and store my food inside. The cool earth keeps my perishable items cold, and placing a large rock or log over the hole will help keep it safe from any animals in the area. As I dig my hole, I'm pleased to find clay-based soil, which will be perfect to build my wilderness home on top of. I place damp moss at the bottom of the hole and on top of my food to help keep everything cool. Now I just need to make sure I don't forget where this spot is. All that's left to do now is make a proper fire pit. After digging out the vegetation, I decide to use the clay from my food hole to fill in the fire pit. In addition to creating a thick, fireproof base, this also gives me the chance to level it out, which makes cooking much easier. My camp is now complete. I still need to get a fire started, but since I have a few hours left of daylight, I think I'll hike over to the river. I can get a pot of water for drinking, and it will give me an idea on how far away the river is from my camp. The hike to the river is a short one. The trail, or lack thereof, is a bit rough, but the more I travel it, the easier it should get. With my evening supply of water secured, all that's left to do is cook up some supper. Tonight's meal is a camp favorite of mine. Home-cured alder-smoked bacon smothered in maple syrup between two pieces of toast. The only mistake I made was not making more. By the time I finished my meal and cleaned my dishes, daylight has come to an end. I'll enjoy the comfort of the fire for a little longer and work on a tool that will get lots of use tomorrow. This is a big project I'm beginning. It's going to be a lot of work, but once complete, it will certainly be worth the effort. The big challenge will be whether or not I can complete it before winter. I suppose I'd better get some rest. I'm going to need it. For tomorrow, the real work begins.